How you doing, everybody, and welcome to Dicey Decisions, where we roll dice, spin stories, and play some Dungeons. I know that this episode is a little shorter than what you're used to, but I can promise you entirely that the next couple of weeks are going to more than make up for it. So, with even less ado than usual, let's jump into tonight's episode of Dicey Decisions. Last we left our story, you four adventurers were imprisoned on trumped up charges that were absolute bullshit, and you were facing a rigged trial and execution the next day. However, the favor that you called in with Artur paid off just in time, as it turns out that the person that she knew in the Paladins was none other than the overseer of the entire city, right hand to the high overseer. This paladin overseer, Jota Windsong, listened to your story and decided that she needed to have a little chat with high overseer Uldar Coldfire, and is now leading you through the streets of Dagduria towards the tall Keep Certus, which at the beginning of the story, you guys all saw that that kind of religious service happening.
Yes.
As you leave the BladeCon sign, Helga, you hear pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, and then claws up your back, and
yes.
Crumpet is now nestled against your neck.
Aww.
Just as smelly and as feral as ever.
Good.
Oh, we missed you, buddy. Cat
I
attempts to
missed
pet
my
the
babe.
Crumpet. That's fair.
I pet Crumpet.
It makes a sound that Carrie makes when I pick her up and she doesn't want to be picked up. It's like begrudging, just.
Like, I will allow this, but I don't like it.
But I'll complain the whole time. So you are led through the streets of Dagduria, with a flanking of the paladins that worked so hard to arrest you, now basically following you. It's some very nice poetic justice, I would think.
Helga's walking with quite a spring in her step.
Finnan is doing the whole like princess wave, like just because.
Oh yeah, people are watching. People are stopping in the streets to watch.
And he's especially like a known face, depending on where you go.
Yeah, going through the main city, the Dragon's Flagon, most of the patronage is dock workers, kind of a rowdy sort, and most of the people in the city are rather, whatchamacallit, are
Posh.
rather more posh, but you still see some people do recognize you, and everyone just watches dumbfounded as these supposed criminals with unwanted posters are being are marching side by side with paladins through the streets to keep Certus, and nobody has any idea what is going on.
Neither do we.
You all are led up to keep Certus, where that large gated archway in the massive wall that divides the keep from the rest of the city, and there's no stage there this time. It's just open and flanked by several paladins, an entire platoon, and you are led right through. Nobody questions it for a second, with a Jota Winsong at the head.
Eat. Do I see Pubert? I'm looking for the poor boy.
Guarding the keep? No, you do not.
Puberty.
Fucking called him Pubert. God damn it. I don't even remember his original name because of you fuckers. The hell is his name? I have it over here. No, it is not Pubert. It is Terrence. His name is fucking Terrence Bunko, and you guys fucking...
Not Pubert's
I thought
better.
his name was Pubert.
Pubert's better.
Pubert is much better. Also, my uncle is named Terrence.
Wonderful. The keep is a massive stone structure, entirely solid stone, like the wall that makes up Dagduria. This strange, seamless, huge white marble just rising up into the sky. And about now, actually, it's nearing noon as you approach the keep, so the great glowing orb in the sky that kind of floats in a circle around the city is right above the keep as you approach, creating this really square and strong silhouette of this massive ancient dwarven structure, now home to, a corrupt government.
Boo.
Hopefully not for much longer.
You are led through this massive echoing entry hall, and there seems to be several platoons of paladins assigned specifically just to guard the keep. You see 10, 20, 30 just marching around, doing drills in the front, and as you march through the main hall, it is echoing and quiet. You go straight up a large set of steps, very wide steps with each step itself is, the normal height of a step, but it goes forward about like a couple of feet. So it's more like climbing up like a series of tiers.
Moving Castle.
I don't know what you're
steps.
referring to.
The steps that Sophie has to climb up with the...
Yes, very much like that, but not as high. It only goes up about 20 steps, and then this grand hall opens out into a doorway where these massive wooden oak doors are held open to what used to be the throne room. There have been some new additions to this throne room as you enter. It was once this grand hall with massive pillars that would lead up to the end of the hall, where a huge window overlooks the lands beyond the walls of the city. This is the only window, supposedly, that actually can see over the walls of Dagduria. and you are able to see through this beautiful construction of glass with a lattice work of metal that has stood the test of time, many storms. And in front of that window would be the great royal throne, this massive square structure, not quite unlike the not quite unlike the seat of Gondor, where the king would sit there. But that is overgrown. A huge glass wall has been erected several feet in front of that, going across the entire hall, and behind it now you can't see through the window because a small jungle has been placed there. It's a giant terrarium in which sits a huge snake, easily 20 feet long.
Like Harry Potter.
Yeah. Kind of like the basilisk, except this snake.
Oh, I was thinking Nagini. Like in the first movie when he like talked to the
not
snake and then made the glass
much larger than that. Much larger than that. It is this huge serpent. It has red and tan reticulated patterning on it. It appears to have a like a cobra's hood. And as it kind of rears up to look at all of you as you enter, you see this black tongue just kind of fork out, tasting the air. After, and that is in the glass case. Before the glass case is a huge table at which sits of even stranger group of people. At the far end, just in front of the glass case, is a person in a rather normal-looking person in green robe with a slightly jaundiced skin and a very fancy set of red scarves kind of draped around their neck. Around the table is, again, a strange group of people. There's a person with just a massive hood that is over their head. There's completely obscuring their face. There's a person who sitting at the table who looks perfectly normal except for these enormous long sleeves that stretch down to the floor. A person who is not actually sitting at the table, but currently sitting on a little platform where they seem to be kind of reposing slightly. And there are 4 attendants sitting at the corners of this little platform with bars that they could be carried around. There's another person opposite them with also huge robes, however they are sitting at a chair. And then there is the now familiar blue wrapped figure sitting at the farthest end of the table. Councilman Sarp, you realize you are in the presence of the council, Dagduria. The last person at the table looks nothing like the rest of them. He is this wall of a man in gleaming paladin's armor. With his, he is not sitting, actually, he is standing where a seat would be. And they all seem to be discussing something very intense, but they all fall silent as you enter, your footsteps clicking on the stone floor, the seamless marble floor.
Finnan is completely like, this is paramount to basically meeting, like being brought to the UN. I don't know what the analog is, but it's bad. For a local businessman, this is real bad.
Anxiety.
Oh yeah. So he is like standing up as straight as possible, not saying a word. He's not even smiling like he normally would.
Cat puts a hand on his shoulder. They're not as scary as they might seem.
Not for somebody who makes their living here.
Yeah.
The most normal-looking person, all the way at the far end of the table, stands up.
Normal's is sitting on a dryer.
Oh my god! At Margot Robbie.
God damn you all. Yeah, this person stands up and says, "What is the meaning of this intrusion?" Jota steps forward and says, "I apologize, Your Graces, but I need..."
Apologize.
I apologize, Your Graces, but I'm going to need to speak to my superior on a matter of extreme importance. Bordar. And she, gives the High Overseer, this man who outranks her, but this huge dude who seems to quell under her look.
Damn.
Damn.
As a snaky asshole walks away, I'm assuming as they leave, because they've
Oh,
been
they're
all
not
told-
leaving. No, you are in
Oh,
the
they're
council
just here?
chamber.
Oh, I thought
Oh.
that she was telling them to leave.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No, sadly she does not have that power. You are actually he kind of nods and follows you, and Jota leads you all out of this huge, used to be throne room, now council chamber, and to the right, not down the stairs, but into a smaller antechamber that is still very nice, but does not have the grandeur of that. And it is all of you and Jota and this man who, close up, oh my god, he's enormous.
Yeah, Finnan literally out loud to himself the moment they leave the council chambers is saying, "Oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, oh
breathe,
fuck, oh shit."
Breathe, Fennin, breathe. Fennin! And she, pulls him off to the side out of earshot.
Get a
Ooh.
fucking grip, man.
Out of earshot, and looks at him, goes, "You've literally had breakfast with royalty. It's gonna be okay."
Yeah, but you're a little shit.
But we didn't have breakfast.
Yes, we did.
We did?
We had breakfast the morning of your bearing of your soul.
I thought you meant this morning.
No, not this morning.
And Jota just launches into a play for play, exactly what you told her, everything that happened. Of course, leaving out the exactly the circumstances of Soot's death and everything. But she finishes up with, these people who are not from here have died and fought, risked their lives for the people of this city, and they deserve the chance to be heard. I think something is wrong here, and I think that you need to do something about it.
She definitely would have told her about the slave trade and all that jazz.
Yes, absolutely. And Boldar, this man looks at all of you and says, "So tell me, what is all of this then? I've heard from my overseer. What have the rest of you to say?"
Oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck.
Fennin. And
This is a shit reading.
No, Cat steps forward. Cat steps forward and gives a gracious curtsy.
Someone should give Finnan a brown bag to breathe into.
Soot stands beside Finnan.
Oh, I should have stated, as you guys were marched out, you were given your things back.
Good.
Thank
I will put that in at the beginning of the episode. As you are marched out, you are returned your belongings. I'm sorry.
So definitely when the captain would have gone to give me back my sword, when he was 5 feet away, I would have summoned it to my hand. And just stared at him. No words, just stared at him.
Big dick energy.
Finnan is just cradling his tankard.
Like a teddy bear.
Yes.
Helga is cradling Crumpet like a teddy
Soot
bear.
is also cradling his cradle. Rattle?
Rattle.
You mean his rattle? He's cradling his cradle.
Yes, his prayer wheel.
His prayer wheel.
High Overseer Boldar Coldfire stands before you, a wall of a man. waiting for you to speak.
So yeah, Kat will step up and give a curtsy. Overseer.
Hi, Overseer.
Pardon me, not familiar with the customs. We were sent here. We came. We asked for work. We were as simple as we could have been. We were not looking for trouble. We were given work. And when we came to you with the truth, deceit and string pulling from the council and fear of people who were higher got in the way of reuniting more peoples with their lost family members, got in the way of what everything that the Paladins are supposed to stand for. This lights to us the injustices that we experienced. I don't care about them for us. I care about them for your people who have flat out told us that they do not trust in or believe in the ruling body that they are under, who do not seem to have any faith that justice will be doled out as justice, but as transactions. I'm not from a nation that has constitution or I come from a monarchy. But from what I've seen, more power is in the hands of few than it is of the people here, and I'm really not seeing the difference. Anyway, kind of just steps back.
And Boldar looks to the rest of you.
Finnan steps up. And he speaks in that same... He does not speak in the customer service voice.
Interesting.
He speaks in the voice that you've come to know as his actual voice. And he says, "Hi, Overseer. I was not a part of 80 or so % of what you just were told. I came in about at the point where they came back. But I can tell you, you're a man of faith. I know you are. Sometimes you just get a feeling. And I've got a feeling about them that I cannot shake. That's all I have to say."
Well, I'm not really sure that I can do anything about feelings and honor when I have worked with this council for years, and I have never seen any sign of duplicity from them. The word of strangers does not go very far, and the only reason I'm allowing you to speak right now is because my overseer thinks you are worth listening to. But I have not heard anything yet that has convinced me. I ask you again. Why should I believe what you say? What has this council done?
Obstructed justice. There are people here who are profiting from slave trade, who are pulling strings and allowing. We came to by your council member who told us that our trial was a sham and we were as good as dead. And if you don't believe me, you can hear his words. Soot, if you don't mind.
So it repeats like everything that slimy lizard man had said at them, record on tape.
Oh shit!
My friend has a very good memory and a very interesting way of saying things.
He sticks out his tongue towards Slithered Man. I don't remember his name.
He's not in the room.
He isn't? I thought he was.
No, we
the
left
room.
that room.
Oh fuck, never mind. It's whatever. He sticks his tongue out in the direction he knows he wasn't.
As you oh my god, I totally did not expect you to do that. Holy shit.
Tape recording, bitch!
Oh my fucking god.
I was like waiting for someone to do that because I was gonna start repeating the stuff.
Fucking Kankus, man.
Yeah.
Kankus with the keen mind feat.
Yeah.
Literally a tape recorder.
Fuck,
Oh my
yes.
god. Okay. So as I assume you're just playing like the whole conversation, everything everyone said, like all.
We're also acting it out because we're dramatic.
You're gonna. So are you gonna be Council Sarp like in it? Like are you like doing like the gestures and the coming towards Katrina?
Yeah, I take Katrina's cloak and then I'm acting like him and I'm making like slithery sounds in between.
Finnan is playing the part of Helga.
Hell yes.
Just sitting behind all this with her, and she's like got like this expression, but she's like staring at the High Overseer like with a very serious look.
As you play through the whole thing, it gets to the point where Katrina called him a snake. And I would say...
I didn't call him a snake. I just said that snakes burn when they're caught on fire.
You said the word snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's my point.
Snurson.
I would say...
And I don't know if he's a Snurson, but I know that the people he was working with were Snursons, so...
pretty much all of you... Yeah, I would say all of you. Notice this strange glossy sheen pass over the High Overseer's eyes as the massive greatsword on his back is suddenly unsheathed and he steps towards all of you.
What?
Yeah, I pull my weapon out.
Jota steps forward and slaps him across the face.
Holy shit!
Oh shit!
I'm gonna roll for that.
Oh my god, she's my hero.
Hold on, I need to actually look up the rules for this. Hold on. 1 second. I didn't expect this to escalate.
Initiative against yourself. buddy.
Ah! Shit. By 1. God damn. Okay, yeah. So yeah, she slaps him across the face. And the glossy sheen is still there. And Jota says, "Hold on, what the? Snap out of it. What's going on? Just threw his sword on people. For no reason."
Having seen the snake people try and compel someone, would she recognize that maybe this was some sort of compulsion based off of the word snake?
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
I know Chaos Tongue. And
You know Kazatung, that is technically abyssal. So,
Sweet. Cool.
you would hear him... to all of you, it sounds like he just hisses, but all of you hear him say...
That would be a 22.
22? This is definitely an arcane compulsion that he is under.
This is exactly what happened at the docks. He was trying to compel the snake people.
Sneeple.
The Sneeple. that they were trying to compel us. I think that the word, you know what? He's not himself.
Snake?
Don't. God damn it! Soot.
He steps towards you and swings at you, Soot.
Soot.
I throw shield up. Can I use shield on someone else if they're next to me?
No.
Soot is going to cast command.
Okay.
The rules of it are.
You say a one-word command.
And he's going to say the one word.
You can improvise. It doesn't have to be the ones that it says.
No. I'm trying to take back from the first battle that he fought with, the mock battle with Kat and Helga. He says in Kat's
Yield?
voice, "Yield," which is halt towards.
Okay. Is that a wisdom saving throw?
Let me scan through that real quick. Yes.
Okay, let's see. Your DC is 16? 17?
15.
Oh, jeez. Okay. He got a 14.
Ah.
He freezes in place. And Jota grabs his shoulders and starts, like, shaking him. What are the rest of you doing?
Finnan has his rapier drawn and is, like, partially stepping forward to, like, do a thing.
The paladins that were, like, guarding the room are, like, watching all of this like they have no fucking idea what's happening, and they're just, like, frozen.
Soot looks at them like, "What are you good for?"
We are not. I turn to them. We are not going to hurt him, but you need to go and seize that gentleman.
Jota points at all of them and says, "Stay where you are!" And then looks back at Boldar, like, shakes him some more, and then slaps him across the face again.
Come on, break it. Break it.
Can I give her guidance on this?
You absolutely can.
Sweet.
That die is going in the dice jail.
Add a D4, baby.
Naughty dice go into the pear wiggler to atone for their sins.
She actually gets 2 attacks per round, technically, so she's gonna slap him. And she rolled a 3, so I'm not gonna use guidance. However, this next one is a...
Jota used double slap. It's super effective.
Hold on. Plus Soot's guidance is... I can't pick it up. My hands are so large. Plus a 1. Okay, well...
Okay.
Wait. So that's a 14. Plus his 1. Oh, shit.
Their modifier
There is a modifier.
works.
The... Oh my god.
Did it work?
I was gonna have you guys roll initiative. This didn't work. He actually falls because she slaps him and it doesn't seem to shake him, and he's about to. He like shakes out of his like command moment and is about to swing at Soot again, and then she just straight up haymakers him.
Oh! I don't know what haymaker is.
A big, like, throwing your whole weight behind a punch.
She decks him in the face, and he spins around, like his head like turns all the way around, like in a almost grotesque way as his whole body spins. He does a little pirouette and falls onto the ground.
Oh.
But you see him holding his head and rubbing his face, and his eyes are normal again. And he says, "What?
Nobody
What happened?"
uses that word. Understood?
Understood.
So it's like
Soot. She
putting it-
turns to Soot.
no, he's putting a hand over his mouth.
So that goes double for you.
Hmm.
I don't know what happened. I lost control for a moment there.
So you said that you have had absolutely no notice of any sort of duplicity or anything like that. I wonder why.
Gee, it's not as though there's any sort of compulsion going on here, is there?
He grabs his helmet, which is this much nicer, better. It has a more sleek design to it than the standard paladin stuff. It definitely denotes his station. There's a little plume on it. And he grabs his greatsword again, but this time with the blade like pointing down. And he stands back up, and he says, "It's time to take out the trash." No, he says, it's time to call animal control, or so. I don't fucking know. Yeah, fuck it. He says, it's time to call animal control. And he starts stomping out of the room back towards the council chamber.
Maybe a little. You know what? I'm just gonna let him go.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of like this.
Should we follow?
The paladins are kind of looking at Jota, who is just like, her hair is a mess now, and she's just like, well, what are you fucking waiting for? And she like runs after him, unsheathing her weapon.
Finnan's got rapier and crossbow in hand, actually, as he runs.
Yeah, Kat will pull her shield off of her back and is gonna follow.
Yeah, as you all rush to follow, you see Boldar stomping into the, of course, just the next room over, but it's the fucking council chamber. As he stomps in, he has his finger pointing, and he is shouting all manner of obscenities at these council members. And as you, as the room comes into focus, all of them have stood up. Their chairs are everyone who was sitting in a chair has been knocked over, and the most human looking one all the way at the end in front of the glass case, the snake again has reared up, this time much higher, and it's almost like touching the ceiling. It has reared up so high, and this is a massive vaulted ceiling, at least 30 feet high. This person points at all of you, and in Kazatung, so Soot is the only one that understands it, but all of you basically get the gist.
Stop him!
Kill them!
Oh god.
And that's where we're gonna end the episode.
I knew you were gonna fucking do that!
Good lord.
So yeah!
Oh no.
Oh
We're gonna fight some fucking council members!
We're gonna fight the PTA.
Boss fight! Boss fight! Boss fight!
So that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you're super excited for the next couple of episodes, because they are crazy. We've already recorded them, so you're going to love it. It's awesome. If you're listening to this on iTunes, please be sure to leave us a review, because it super duper helps us out. And if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, leave a comment about your favorite part, and your predictions for the next episode. Please go check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Dicey Decisions. There is cool stuff, fun bonuses, and it helps us keep the lights on. Thank you all so much for being here. Please be safe, share some love, and tell a story. Good night.